Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered, not out of fear, but out of pure curiosity, how much time do I really have left? It's not a question we ask out loud very often. But somewhere deep inside, especially after 65, many of us start to wonder. Not in a gloomy way, but with a kind of gentle reflection. We think about the road ahead, how we want to spend our time, and most importantly, how long we might have to enjoy the people and things we love. Here's the beautiful truth. While none of us can predict the exact day or year we'll leave this world, your body is constantly giving you clues about your true life expectancy. Clues you might never have noticed, but they're there. In this video, we're going to explore 8 hidden signs your body may be using to tell you how well you're aging and how long you might live beyond 65. These aren't guesses. They're based on science, observation, and the wisdom of long-living people around the world. And just a heads up, this isn't about doom and gloom. This is about awareness, empowerment, and maybe even adding years to your life by paying attention to the small things that matter most. Let's start with the first 2 signs. You might be surprised by how much they reveal about your body's true timeline. Hidden sign number 1, your walking speed. Now, I know what you might be thinking, walking speed? Really? Yes, really. Your walking pace is actually one of the most powerful indicators of your overall health. In fact, researchers have found that walking speed can predict life expectancy even better than blood pressure or heart rate. Think about it. Walking involves your heart, lungs, muscles, balance, and coordination all working together. If one system is slowing down, your steps will too. And if everything is working smoothly, chances are you're going to move with more ease and confidence. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that older adults who walked faster than 0.8 meters per second, about 2.7 feet per second, had significantly better odds of living longer. People who naturally walk briskly tend to live longer, fuller lives. So what does this mean for you? Next time you go for a stroll, pay attention to your pace. Are you shuffling along? Or moving with steady purpose? If your steps are getting slower or feel labored, it may be time to strengthen your legs, improve your balance, or talk with a doctor. Small changes can restore your mobility and potentially add years to your life. Hidden sign number 2, grip strength. Here's another one that might surprise you, the strength of your hands. That's right. Your grip strength is another hidden signal that tells a deeper story about your health and longevity. Grip strength is directly connected to your overall muscle mass, coordination, and nervous system health. In multiple large-scale studies, researchers found that weaker grip strength was linked to a higher risk of early death, especially in people over 65. Now don't worry, this doesn't mean you need to start deadlifting weights or arm wrestling your grandkids. But it does mean that your ability to open a jar, hold a grocery bag, or carry a pot of soup is telling you something. It's your body's way of saying, hey, how are we doing? Are we still strong and resilient? If you've noticed that your hands feel weaker, or if you're dropping things more often, that's your sign. But it's not a warning, it's an invitation. A nudge to do simple hand strengthening exercises. To squeeze a stress ball, try lightweight training, or just keep using your hands every day in meaningful ways. Because the more we use our strength, the more we keep it. And the stronger you are today, the more likely you are to enjoy independence and vitality tomorrow. Hidden sign number 3, your sense of smell. Now here's one you probably never thought of, your sense of smell. Believe it or not, your ability to detect scents like coffee, flowers, or spices can actually predict something very surprising, your future longevity. In a study from the University of Chicago, researchers found that older adults with a poor sense of smell were significantly more likely to pass away within 5 years compared to those with a strong sense of smell. Because losing your sense of smell can be an early sign of declining brain function, especially in areas related to memory and cognition. It's one of the first senses to fade when the brain starts to age faster than it should. Now, don't panic if you can't smell every little thing. This doesn't mean something terrible is around the corner. But if you've noticed a gradual dulling of sense over time, it may be worth talking to your doctor or doing a cognitive checkup. The good news? Activities like smelling essential oils, engaging in brain games, and eating a variety of colorful foods can help stimulate the brain and keep that vital connection sharp. Let's pause for a moment. So far, we've talked about 3 hidden signs: your walking speed, your grip strength, and your sense of smell. They may seem small, even ordinary, but they carry big messages about how well your body is holding up and how many vibrant years you might have ahead. And here's the most important thing to remember: these signs aren't final judgments. They're just signals, clues from your body that say, "Pay attention to me. Help me stay strong." And the moment you start listening, that's when your health begins to shift. That's when life after 65 becomes less about surviving and more about thriving. In the next part, we'll explore more surprising signs, like what your skin, your sleep patterns, and even your ability to stand up from a chair can tell you about your true life expectancy. But before we move forward, take a moment to check in with yourself. How's your walking pace today? Can you open a pickle jar with ease? When's the last time you noticed the smell of flowers in the air? These tiny questions can open the door to powerful changes. Because you're still here. You're still growing. And your story? It's far from over. Let's continue where we left off. We talked about how your walking speed, grip strength, and even your sense of smell can offer powerful clues about your real-life expectancy. But those are just the beginning. Your body has so many ways of communicating how well it's holding up and how well it wants to keep going if you give it the support it needs. Today, we're going to explore a few more of these often overlooked signs. And I want you to treat this like a conversation with an old friend, not a warning or a lecture. Just a friendly check-in with yourself. Ready? Let's keep going. Hidden sign number 4, your skin's texture and elasticity. You might think your skin is just about appearance, but it's so much more than that. It's actually your largest organ, and it tells a bigger story about what's going on inside your body. One of the most telling signs of how well you're aging is your skin's elasticity. Try this. Gently pinch the skin on the back of your hand, then let it go. How fast does it bounce back? If it snaps back quickly, that's a good sign. Your skin still has strong collagen and hydration levels. But if it takes a while to return, it could be a sign of dehydration, poor circulation, or slower cell regeneration, all of which affect how you age. This matters because your skin reflects your body's ability to heal and recover. Seniors with healthy, elastic skin often also have better immune function, hydration, and nutrient absorption. So what can you do? Stay hydrated. Get your vitamin C and healthy fats. Moisturize daily. And don't forget to move, because movement gets the blood flowing, and your skin needs that oxygen and nutrition to stay youthful and resilient. You don't need to look like a model. You just need to give your skin the care it deserves, because it's your body's first line of defense and a mirror of your inner health. Hidden sign number 5, your sleep patterns. Here's something we often brush off as just getting older, our sleep habits. But the truth is, sleep is a deep window into your body's aging process. And not just how much sleep you get, but how you sleep. Have you started waking up more often during the night? Do you find yourself tossing and turning or feeling tired even after 8 hours in bed? That's your body signaling something. Studies show that fragmented or low-quality sleep is associated with inflammation, cognitive decline, and even heart issues as we age. On the other hand, seniors who enjoy deep, uninterrupted sleep tend to live longer, stay sharper, and feel more energized throughout the day. The good news? You can improve sleep quality at any age. Stick to a regular sleep routine. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed. Make your room cool and dark. And if you can, get some sunlight in the morning. It resets your natural body clock and helps your body know when it's time to wind down at night. Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. And your body does some of its most important healing work while you're asleep. Give it that chance. Hidden sign number 6, how easily you can stand up from a chair. This one might surprise you, but your ability to go from sitting to standing, especially without using your hands, is a major sign of both mobility and longevity. It sounds simple, right? But when you stand up from a chair, your body's calling on your core strength, leg muscles, balance, and coordination all at once. If just one of those systems is struggling, it'll show. A fascinating Brazilian study actually developed a sit-to-rise, test where people were scored based on how easily they could go from standing to sitting on the floor and back up again without support. The results? Those with higher scores had a significantly lower risk of dying in the next 6 years. Now, I'm not suggesting you get down on the floor right this second. But take note, if you need your arms to push up from a chair, or if your legs feel shaky doing it, that's a valuable sign. It's never too late to strengthen your legs, work on your balance, and build that core. Even a few minutes a day of leg raises, slow squats, or gentle yoga can make a difference. Your independence depends on it. So does your future. Pause and reflect. So let's take a breath. We've covered a few more signs: your skin, your sleep, your ability to rise from a chair. Each one tells a story, but together, they form a powerful message about how your body is truly aging, not just on paper, but in reality. What's most important is that none of these signs are fixed in stone. They're not destiny. They're simply feedback. And feedback, when we listen to it, can become fuel for change. You might be thinking, well, my skin's a bit loose. My sleep's not great. My legs aren't as strong as they used to be. That's okay. Don't be discouraged. These aren't flaws. They're just gentle nudges from your body saying, let's do this together. Let's get better. You've come this far with a lifetime of experience, strength, and resilience. You've overcome more than most people ever will. And the fact that you're here, still curious, still asking questions, still wanting to take care of yourself, that right there is a sign of life in its truest, most beautiful form. So let's honor that. Let's honor you. In the final part, we'll talk about 2 more signs that might shock you, especially one that involves your social life and emotional well-being. And we'll bring everything together with the reminder that growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It means growing wiser. And if you keep listening to what your body is trying to tell you, you just might find that the best years of your life are still ahead. If you've made it here, I want you to take a moment and give yourself a little credit. Not everyone takes the time to truly listen to their body, to reflect, and to care. But you did. And that says something powerful, not just about your curiosity, but about your will to live well and fully, no matter what age is written on your birth certificate. So far, we've looked at 6 hidden signs that quietly reveal how your body is really doing after 65. But there are still 2 more. And these final ones might surprise you, because they go beyond physical strength or flexibility. These 2 are about your connection to life itself, your emotions, your relationships, your joy. Let's begin. Hidden sign number 7. Your level of social connection. You might be wondering, what does having friends have to do with how long you'll live? The answer? Everything. In fact, researchers have found that loneliness can be just as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Let that sink in for a moment. When people become isolated, when they stop seeing loved ones, when phone calls and visits fade away, their risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, depression, and even early death goes up significantly. But here's the beautiful part. The opposite is also true. If you have a few close friends you trust, if you feel loved and needed, if you laugh and share stories and feel heard, your body responds. Your stress hormones lower. Your immune system strengthens. Your brain stays sharper. Your mood lifts. Your purpose deepens. So maybe your legs aren't what they used to be. Maybe you've got a few more wrinkles or some medications lined up on the kitchen counter. But if you still feel connected, if there are people who light up when they see you, then your life force is alive and well. The body ages. That's inevitable. But the spirit? The spirit thrives on connection. So if it's been a while, maybe today's the day you call that old friend. Or join that local group. Or talk to your neighbor a little longer than usual. Longevity isn't just about what you eat or how fast you walk. It's about whether you still feel seen and heard and valued. And you are valued. Deeply. Hidden sign number 8. Your inner attitude toward life. Now this last one isn't something a doctor can measure. There's no blood test for it. No scan or chart. But it may be the most powerful sign of all. It's your mindset. You see, seniors who approach life with curiosity, gratitude, and purpose tend to live significantly longer and healthier lives. Even if they've got health issues. Even if they've faced hardship. Because your attitude shapes how your body responds to life. People who believe their best years are behind them tend to slow down, disengage, and withdraw. But people who still find things to be excited about, even small things like a morning cup of tea, a good book, or learning something new, those people stay young at heart. And their bodies often follow suit. There's something almost magical that happens when you say to yourself, I'm still growing. I still matter. There's still joy to be had. Studies have even shown that seniors with a positive view of aging live an average of 7.5 years longer than those with a negative view. That's not a small number. That's nearly a decade of extra birthdays, holidays, and sunsets. So let me ask you this. What's something you still want to do, see, or learn? What's something that makes you feel alive? Whatever it is, go toward it. Nourish it. Let it feed your soul. Because mindset isn't just about thinking happy thoughts. It's about deciding that your life is still a story worth writing, a song worth singing. And it is. Bringing it all together. Let's take a gentle breath and reflect on everything we've covered. We started with simple physical clues: how fast you walk, how strong your grip is, how your body smells or sleeps. Then we moved into deeper territory: your skin, your ability to rise, your sense of connection, and now your inner mindset. Together, these signs paint a picture that no calendar ever could. Because age is not just about how many candles are on the cake. It's about how alive you still feel, how connected you still are, and how well you're supporting the miracle that is your body. And I want to remind you, no matter what signs you've noticed in yourself, whether they feel encouraging or maybe a little alarming, this isn't about judgment. It's about awareness. And awareness is always the first step toward empowerment. So what now? Maybe today is the day you start a gentle daily walk. Or add leafy greens to your dinner. Or finally prioritize good sleep. Maybe you'll make a call you've been putting off. Or pick up that hobby you loved years ago. Whatever it is, know that every small choice adds up. Every tiny change whispers to your body, I'm still here. I still care. And your body? It listens. One final word of encouragement. If you've ever doubted whether your best years are behind you, let me offer this. The people who live the longest, happiest lives after 65 aren't the ones who are the strongest or richest or even healthiest. They're the ones who stay curious, who stay kind, who stay engaged with life. They're the ones who say, what can I do today to feel just a little better than yesterday? So here's my challenge for you, dear friend. Take one thing you've learned from this video and try it this week. Just one. Then notice what happens. You might be surprised by how powerful small changes can be. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your experiences, or even your own personal longevity secrets. And hey, if you're not already subscribed, now's a great time to hit that button. Because this journey we're on, it's better when we walk it together. Here's to your health, your happiness, and the long, meaningful life you absolutely deserve. You've still got so much more to give. And I can't wait to see where life takes you next.